I wanted to do a video about my septum piercing because I get questions about it a lot. Um, right now it's tucked back, so I'm just gonna bring it out. But I know you can barely see it on this camera. That's my septum ring. Um, the question I get the most, of course, is did it hurt? Um, and you know, it is a needle that goes through your shit, so it doesn't feel good. But it doesn't really hurt. Like, I don't know. It depends on if they use clamps or not. If you have a piercer that you usually go to and you trust them and they say, oh, we don't use clamps, I'm not going to use a clamp for this. If you trust them, then just do it, because the clamps, the forceps, biceps, triceps, whatever the fuck they're called, they hurt the worst. They're the most painful part of a piercing, in my opinion. But he didn't use the clamp on. I don't think he used the clamp on any of my piercings. Oh, he used the clamp on my nipple. That was the worst. That was the worst. My worst, most painful piercing was definitely my nipple. But anyways, this, I don't know, when it goes through your eyes full of water, because it's just like getting hit in the nose. You're not crying, but your eyes just water because it's your nose and it's sensitive and, whatever, medical, biological, whatever. And like I noticed afterwards, I didn't want to move my face a lot. I didn't want to talk a lot, just because it was a new feeling and it just felt weird. Like, it didn't hurt. It was just different. But like now I've had it for like 2 months. I don't know if it's like fully healed or whatnot, but I can like, I don't know. It doesn't hurt. Like a few days ago, pushing on the tip of my shit would hurt, but now it doesn't hurt. So nothing hurts it, but I'm not gonna like yank it around or tie something to it and pull it, none of weird shit. But yeah. So the pain isn't that bad. It's totally worth it. Right after I got it pierced, it did sting a little, but other than that, not really. And after like a few days, I barely could even tell it was there. For the aftercare, I didn't have to do anything for it, because apparently, like, when you breathe through your nose, it cleans it. So as long as you breathe, it's being cleaned. That's what my piercer told me. My piercer is awesome. I have 2 piercers, actually, because one did my eyebrow and my Monroe and my tongue, and then the other one did my septum and my nipple. But I trust both of them equally. Either one can pierce me, whoever's working at the time. If you ever get tired of it, like if you have to hide it for your job, or, because I know I have an interview tomorrow and I'm going to tuck this bitch right away, because I don't want any, whatever. But you can just tuck it, like you just, like, make your face long, like that. And just push it, and it's gone. One thing I've noticed about piercings in general is that you never fully realize how much you interact with your shit until you have a piercing. Like, when I got my tongue pierced, I didn't think I really used my tongue that much to eat, because, I don't really bite my tongue a lot when I eat. But somehow, when I got it done, I was eating something, and somehow, like, from right here, this ball, like, got in, like, I bit it on my back, like, far back teeth. I don't know how it fucking happened. But you don't realize that shit till you have something pierced. But, it doesn't really get in the way of much, because I don't usually just, like, put my nose in things, Oh, if you have allergies, let me tell you about this time. Okay, so, probably, like, 3 days after I got this piercing, my mom asked me to cut the grass. I'm like, okay, whatever, no big deal. But I have really bad allergies, and like my nose was just like runny and stuffy, and it was like right after I got it pierced. So I couldn't blow it. I didn't really know how to do anything to make it stop. So I would just like take Q-tips and like It was disgusting. It was like disgusting. And then I kept sneezing, and then I tried to wipe it, and then it started bleeding. But like it wasn't that bad. It was like a little bit of blood. It wasn't like I wasn't leaking. Like I would just put a tissue to it, and blood would be on it. But other than that, you know, no big deal. I do tuck it sometimes when, basically, when I'm cuddling, with my man. Or really whenever I sleep. I do when I sleep with him, like physically sleep with him, because I like to put my face on his chest, and it's just more comfortable if it's not out. I've noticed this video is about to get anyway, I've noticed that like when I try to like kiss and bite his neck, it's more comfortable if I tuck it, so then I can just, you know, put my face in it. But you know, other than that, other than when my nose is directly going to come in contact with something, that's the only time I really tuck it. Just because, you know, there's no real reason for me to tuck it, and it's just more comfortable. Like, it's never gotten hurt doing something, but it's just uncomfortable, so I tuck it. I guess that's all. It was $20. I went to Enigma on Broad Street. Cameron did it. That's it. It was easy. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't pass out. Well, I didn't do any of that for any of my piercings. Except my tongue. I felt kind of lightheaded after I got my tongue pierced. But, you know, whatever. Just take some Advil. But, yeah. So, that's all about my septum. I'm going to pull it out. And it looks disgusting. I know. But, you know. There it is. The end.